Hello everyone. So today I'm here with the let me open the chat window. Okay. So here is my chat window. So I am today what I'll be doing, I'm kind of restarting my live stream after quite a long time. And what I'll be doing today is I'll be setting up the modern desktop, modern shop application created by Basam. So we were having a discussion for like last couple of week. Both me and Basam, both of us are basically C# Corner MVPs, and we contribute to C# Corner via articles and all. Since last 1.5 years, I am contributing using Blazor, like articles about how to use Blazor, how to do Blazor development, and what kind of Blazor architecture we can implement, and all those things. And Basam is basically writing article on complete like end-to-end application development. Modern architecture shop is his sample. Basically I think it looks something similar to eShop by Microsoft. So I don't know much about it. I have just seen the project, and he said that he needed some help in the UI of the application, the front end of the application, using Blazor, and how to do all those things, how to do changes in the Blazor. He wanted some changes in the UI, probably using a theme and all those things. So I thought, I said that why not, I would be happy to help you. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to start live streaming again. So that's why here I am. We are starting with the like this thing. Let me check whether I'm really live or not. My application says that I'm live, but let me check on my other machine that whether I'm live or not. So in the meantime, if anybody is there on Twitch, like viewing me live online, then please say hi. At least I should know that okay, somebody is watching. And tell me that whether how many. Right now the screen shares that 0 viewers, so I mean like no viewers. So anyway, that's fine. Anyway, this will be of course this will be recorded, and I'll be sharing this video on my YouTube channel also. So if it will be published tomorrow, so if you want to see how to set up the project and how to get started with this, so we will be doing this on YouTube also. Like you can re-watch this video on YouTube. Okay, so let's get started. So before started, let me change the screen, because right now you are just seeing my face. Slightly, I think there is slight lighting problem. I don't know, it might be with the camera. I'm using a new camera with my software, because my earlier camera was kind of hanging whole, it was hanging the whole application. So I don't know what happened. So anyway, so what I'll do is let me change the to pick in pick. So this is pick in pick, and it's showing a different application, different cameras. So it current application, camera effects, scenes, this camera. Okay, so let me check this thing. It will be using this one. Oops. Yep. Transparent. Yeah, here it is. So this is, here it is. Let me minimize myself. Okay. Okay, this is like this, and let me use this as, why there is no option to change it to circle? Okay, anyways, I have made myself smaller. So here it is. I am now smaller. It's looking like this. You can, no, sorry, this side, you can see this side. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to my the documentation first. So this is kind of a quick start guide which Basam shared to me a few days back. He just created this specially for me to follow along and set up the project. So he's saying that first of all, install Visual Studio 2019 Docker desktop. So let me go on my Windows machine. Here it is. I have installed Docker desktop. So here it is. Let me run Docker desktop. And yes, I have Visual Studio 2019 preview also. So both of these are there. And then what he's saying, let me start the preview version of Visual Studio for now. And then what he's saying is install .NET tool install G tie. So he is asking me to install tie. That is, this is by Microsoft tool for managing this thing, managing microservices. So project tie. So he's asking me to do that, and then we will. So let me go to command prompt first. So I'll go here. I have minimized this thing for now. And why my mouse is slow suddenly? What happened? Come on, dude. Okay, so my mouse is behaving erratically, so I'll use the touchpad. Anyways, so let's go to command prompt. So this is my command prompt. It's coming up. I think even though I have 100 Mbps of internet connection, I don't know why it is giving. Okay, so this is the command prompt, and what we have to run is now the command of this .NET tool / install tie version this. Okay, so I'll copy this here and I'll paste it here. So yeah, so this is installing. So that I know from this command that installed -g means it will install it globally. So it says that okay, the tool Microsoft Microsoft tie has been successfully installed. So Microsoft tie is installed. Now the second command is start tie min.yaml, that is tie run tie min.yaml. Okay, so timein.yaml is here, so I'll copy this and I'll paste it here and I'll enter. Okay, now it's giving me error. It's giving the error, the file tie-min.yaml could not be found. So I don't know where this tie-min.yaml is available. I think I need to go into the folder of tie in order to execute this thing. So let me check. I think I have one location that where global. So let us find out where global, where .NET core global to. Okay, directly see the tie folder. Yeah, let's see tie folder on Windows 10. Let's see what does it say. The folder. Oh, come on, yaar. Microsoft. It's tie, right? No, this would be like this. TYE. Okay. TYE-min.yaml, sorry, YAML folder on Windows 10. Let's see, Microsoft type in YAML, YAML schema. Let's do this way, Microsoft project tie. Yeah, introducing project tie. Here it is, .NET tie. Here it is. Okay, So I think because I'm streaming, the internet is a bit slow, even though I'm using 100 Mbps connection. So Geo people, if you are watching this, you should see that your internet connection is very slow. Okay, .NET tool. So this is saying this one, new folder, make a new folder called microservices to navigate to make directory and see new Razor front end. So he has created this services running multiple tie, and this I don't need to do this thing. I just want to see where this tie is installed. So I need to see .NET tool dash install G. Yeah, here folder location of in Windows 10. This one should be. Yeah. So here it is. Okay, manifest files. Use global tool. Install global. Add this. Okay, I think on Windows it is on C.NET Tools. So let's go here. So it's like cd slash, we are here, cls cd, what is this, .NET dash tools, .NET dash tools tools. Okay, it's not there. Mhm. Okay, let's see local tool path, what it is showing. So guys, if anybody is watching this, they can comment directly. I don't see any comment or reactions. I'm sorry for that. So let's check it out. Okay, folder location .NET tool restore command, where .NET call. Yeah, this is .NET program files .NET. Okay, let's check this out. Sorry. So let's check this out on this C program files .NET is there. Okay, shared SDK packs. So what is there in shared? No. SDK is the SDK. Okay, here it is 3.1. Where is project tie? Templates. No. 3.1. No, these are project templates. No. Okay, so I don't know where is project tie installed. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's search for tie. Oh, there it is. Tie.exe. Let's search where it is. Oops. Okay, let's search just for tie. Let's see where it is. Working on it. Come on. Show me where is tie. Okay. So guys, right now I am blindly following the getting started guide given by Basam to set up the project. So once we set up the project, I'll go through the solution structure. I'll try to understand what is the solution structure, how the UI he has created and how the UI works, how the solution works, how the application runs, and then probably we'll try to understand like what how we can do the changes. So as you might, if you have seen my previous live stream, or if you haven't seen it, you go to YouTube and you can see my previous YouTube channel, YouTube videos on this previous stream videos, and there you can see that okay, no, this is not tie. Come on, man. Tie.exe was coming up, but tie, if I just search tie file, it's not coming up. This is strange. Okay, let me search for tie.exe. Search. Where is tie.exe? Because since this is installed, so we should be able to find it. I don't know why I'm not able to find it. Where it's gone. Strange. Okay, yeah, so I was saying that for Blazor development, I prefer or I promote to use Blazorize UI framework. So that's what I'll be using in this application also. I'll be setting up the Blazorize UI framework. I'll be creating the UI screens, probably I think login screen and all the other screens using, but I think for login screen, we don't need to use Blazorize specifically, but for rest of the screens, I would love to use Blazorize. I would be using the menu, creating the menu and all the options using Blazorize. So probably kind of redesigning the main layout page of this project so that we can utilize the Blazorize main layout and all the application. So in the meantime, I don't have any option to see. Okay, this is fine. I don't have any option to see if anybody is messaging me or not. Like I don't have two windows to see that, so probably I might be going on to the main window, so you might be seeing the blank screen with me. So yeah, no comments, so nobody has commented yet. Again, it's 16-minute pass, and not that I'm doing anything exceptional. So this tie.exe, I'm searching for tie.exe. Where the hell is tie.exe, so that I can run that command, because that command is not working here. So I need to probably go into tie folder and then probably run it, and it's still searching. I don't know why this search is so slow. Let me see, what is this Microsoft folder? Okay, so this is for Xamarin. Wow, Microsoft Xamarin NuGets. So no, it's not for this one. Come on, man, where is tie? Nobody is telling me this. Let me search it myself. So we were searching for this one. Okay. System security, open advanced setting, advanced environment in system software semicolon. This is basically for, this is for .NET. But I'm not talking about where is .NET command executable located on Windows. No, I don't want this one. Folder location for .NET tool install G. So folder location of global .NET tools in Windows. .NET Core tools, .NET tool install command. Okay, this one install. Hmm. Ensure global tool directly is on path. Okay, this is not an. Here it is. Let's see this one. .NET Curry. Okay, so where it is? These are .NET Global. By the way, .NET Curry is very nice magazine. So this .NET Curry has very good, like see this one, .NET Tool install dash G ignore. Come on, somebody tell me the path, man. Where is the path? Developing your own global tool. Fine, fine, fine. We're publishing. So everybody is training how. So this destination will automatically path. So you will test and okay. No, no, not this one. Install and run local, not this one. Not this one. Introducing project tie is so this one is just for introducing project tie. .NET tool command line tutorial .NET how to use install and use global tools. Let's see this one docs fundamentals. So it says okay, it again the same. I say hello from the bot. Custom location. Where the hell is default location? First tutorial in this series. I'm not able to find out. Strange. This is very strange. Come on, man. No, not this one. How? Hmm. Okay. .NET tool list command. .NET. Nobody is watching me. Nobody is there to help me out. Come on, let's go to uh, Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is the best place to find answers. So it says that I'm using no folder location of global.NET tools. Folder location of global.NET tools. Yes, in Windows 10. .NET tools. Folder location of global.NET. Let's do it. Core tools. .NET Core tools. Tools by that is added to the path environment where you okay. That is default directly you can install installation for any .NET Core to run on filter. Do not install .NET Core unless you trust the author. Okay, here it is. Wow, finally. This is the path. User profile .NET tools. Whew. Come on, man. Finally. So I have pasted it here. it's basically percent user profile percent. This one is, yeah, here it is. See, tie. We got the tie finally. Yeah. Okay, so I have to reach here. So command C. Okay, it's .net slash tools. So let's close this window and open another one. So I'm here, so I'll do cd dot net and then cd tools, and then I'll run this command, which is here, which is the quick start one, that is tie run tie min.yaml, that is this one. Let's run this thing. Okay, so I think this tie min.yaml, I think this is in his source code, that's why he's asking this. Yeah, it is. See, it is on his source code. So we need to first set up this source code, download this source code. So what I'll do, I have the access to this source code. So what I'll do, I'll copy this thing like from here, and then I'll open Visual Studio and I'll click on clone the repository. So this is clone my repository. I'll click on GitHub. So, oh, it's asking me to sign into GitHub. No problem. I'll sign into GitHub. Wow. Okay. Techie Rathor. I hope my keyboard didn't acted. Yeah. So I have been signed in. My authorization was successful. Come on. Yes. Authorization successful. So close this thing. Okay. So where it is, 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 where it is. So your repository, Techie Rathor, all are these Techie Rathor. Where is Basam's? Yeah, here it is. Collaborator repositories. This is modern architecture, and I'll be doing it on this PC, C drive, my code. Okay, clone. Okay, so the repository is cloning. So the correct path, the correct way to do the changes would be, I think, first of all, the step I need to tell Basam to, or probably I'll do it myself. I'll update this getting started, that first clone the repository, then from the repository directory run the tie installation tie command, because it will install the tie, and once tie is installed, then run the tie min.yaml. So those all things we need to mention. So these are the changes, these are the sets, and before doing this, so this is Solution Explorer. So right now this is master branch. I don't want Basam to basically get stuck if I screw up anything or I do any mistake. So what I'll do here is I will create a new branch here. Okay, based on master. Check out okay, yeah, check out branch. Fine, yeah, it will check out branch, of course. So I'll create a new branch. I'll name it as Techie Rathor, let's say tr branch. Okay, so this is this way what we will do, that I'll create a proper pull request every time I do a change, and I merge it for merging it to the master. I'll create a pull request so that Basam can verify, and then he can merge it to the master. Even though I can also myself also I can merge it to the master, but I would I would suggest Basam that he do it, so that he find out what changes are there. So that way we don't have any screw ups in the master code. So at least, because I'm right now I'm still not very much confident on touching the master branch because I don't have very much idea of how the application is working, how the things are working. So that's why my approach to contribute would be by creating my own branch, working on my own branch, and then creating a pull request. So yes, so this thing is being done. This is tr branch, as you can see here. I hope you guys can see here. So this is my tr branch. In this tr branch I have created and the source project is there. So this is perfect. Yeah, so now since we are here in this source project, what I'll do is I will go into the folder where this is being downloaded. So this is C drive, my code, and then modern architecture shop. And now here I will open the command prompt. So what is the code? I think it is, if I think somebody dot enter. No, it's not dot. Okay, I'll type cmd here and enter. Yeah, cmd. So we have the command prompt. What is this? Windows security? Cancel. Anyways, we'll close this command prompt. We'll open this command prompt. So this is our command prompt. And now I'll again, okay, no, not this one. Command, sorry, control Z. Oh, okay. So what we'll do now is, now we will follow the guidelines, that is quick start guide, that is tie run. Now it should run the tie. So now we'll run this, yeah, tie min.yaml. Okay, loading application, launching tie. Wow, tie is running, default tag latest. Cool. Wow, it's saying okay, redis pulling layer, fs layer, redis, and all those things. Wow, pull complete, verifying checksum, download complete, this is done, pull complete, default sequence, verifying checksum, download complete. So okay, so my docker desktop is running, tie project has started. So things are going well till now. Of course, it took me half an hour to run the second command, but I think we are going in good direction. Let's see how this thing goes. Cool, 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 cool. I'm using so many filler words now, but anyways, okay. Still going on, still going on, still going on. In the meantime, let's check if anybody has commented anything or not. Come on, no comments. कोई मुझे प्यार नहीं करता. Okay, there is one viewer. Come on, man, one viewer, please comment, yaar. Anyway, it's saying collecting logs for Redis, collecting logs for Zipkin, moving to the ready state, moving to a ready state. So this is okay. I'm still waiting. So as per his guides, open solution with 2019 preview. Okay, but anyway, start time in YAML. Okay, so I have started time in YAML. Fine, I have done that. Yeah, Still one viewer, you are not commenting. Come on man, comment please. Anyways, so I have run this thing. I have run the tiemin.yaml. So tiemin.yaml is running. Now select the startup project as shown below. Okay, so these are the startup project identity server. Wow, multiple startup project. Open the solution. Okay. Phew. No, not this one. I have to go here. So I'll open the solution. This is the solution, and then I will set this thing as, I think this is configuration manager window. Solution modern architectures of property types. Okay, okay, fine. Properties here. Okay. So I by default has increased the font size so that during my live coding sessions or during my development sessions which I give to the community, everybody should be able to read everything. I hope this is helpful. Why this is not Microsoft Visual Studio, guys? Please give a way to resize this window also, because scroll bar is, anyways. So it is saying, I also say this as multiple startup projects, and now he said that start. So identity server, store API, basket API, I have to set all these as start, and then Blazor UI as start. Okay, so this one will be start, this one will be start, identity server, basket application, no, identity server, store API, basket API. Okay, so APIs we have to start, so this will be none. Here it is, basket API will start. Then wow, order API is there, payment API is there, so many APIs are there. Where is Blazor UI? Here it is, Blazor UI. So we have to start this also. Okay, so what all we have started? We have started identity server. Okay, we have started identity server, and then we have started basket API. So, and he is saying that, okay, identity server, store API, then basket API. So store API would be on the top, I guess. I don't know. Does this order matter? But anyway, where is store API? Here it is, store API. So let's store API should be start, and should I move it to the top? Is there any way? Yeah. So here it is. Okay. So store API has come on the top. No. Identity server, store API, and then basket API. So basket API will go up like this, and then we have Blazor UI, which is again start. So all these are starts. Okay, I'll apply this. Okay, okay, fine, cool, all this is done. Now multiple startup projects done, and now he has said that press F5 and enjoy, alternative to Visual Studio. Alternative to Visual Studio, PowerShell command executive dapper start dot PowerShell command. I don't get it. What is the purpose of this one? Alternatively to Visual Studio 2019. Press F5 and enjoy it. Anyways, let me press F5 and enjoy it. So build started. Cool. We are waiting. So the project which I'll be working on mostly would be the Blazor UI one. I won't be changing anything else anywhere. Uh, so that's that. Okay, so modern Blazor UI is running. Come on. Anyone, please open a browser. Okay. Yep. Here is our browser. Hmm. Cool. Okay. Wow. So many swaggers. Okay. So this is Store API. Oh, come on. I don't need this. This is Store API. This is Basket API. This is application, and this is identity server. So we have identity server also. Okay. Now the thing is, one thing Basam has mentioned, that I need to have SQL Server installed on my machine to run this application. And fortunately or unfortunately, I don't have SQL Server on my Windows machine. So we need to get that thing fixed. But okay, so let's do that first. Okay, so application is running. So this thing is now not of any work. Now let's go through Basam's email where he has said that okay, so what he need is the register and login is not styled. I agree. Sorry, I agree to that. That registered and login is not styled. Login link working fine. The register link should be redirected to currently not working on localhost 500 identity account register. Okay, you can do anything, some images and make it in the middle. Okay, we'll see. And register link should be redirected to currently not working this. So he's saying that for registering I have to go on the identity server to register it, because the register will take back to identity server and there the user will get registered. The second thing is in the products and baskets. So here is saying maybe if you have time then check it out and make it beautiful. The project without set the startup project. Okay, he has mentioned the same steps here also. Basket, store, identity server, the project now. Okay, this is fine. So he has mentioned this thing. Okay, register should currently talk to identity server account slash register. Okay, so let's try register first. He has said this is our identity server. Okay, so here let's see what happens. Identity slash account slash register. So I'll copy this link. Come on. Oops. I'll copy this link and I'll paste it here. Let me try to register, see what happens. So I'll mention it, techirathar at gmail.com. Please don't spam me, guys. And this will be shop pass. For now it's fine, shop pass. Anyway, this is just sample data. Let's click on register. So okay, password must have one non-alphanumeric character. Password must have at least one digit, 0 to 9. Okay, the standard this thing. So let's do it. Shop pass hash 2020. Okay, so I'm telling this because tomorrow if I forget this thing, somebody can remind me about that. So when I click on register, now it should, let's see what happened. Wow. Okay, cannot open the user database, cannot open the database, user DB requested by the login failed for SAF, Lana Dimkana, etc, etc. So this is done. So this login fails because the SQL server is not there on my machine. So we need to change this thing. So for that, let's stop this. Okay, in the source, okay, here is payment order store. Oops. Okay, so this is the identity. Wow, identity, and in this identity we have app settings.json. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so it is saying data source 127.0.0.1 comma 1433 initial catalog users db user. Okay. Okay. Okay, and let me see the startup.cs whether it is, if the database is not available, whether it is creating it or not. Let's minimize this thing. Okay, default connection option. Okay, I don't know whether it is creating it or not. So what I'll do, I'll change this. I have, see, I have this. Come on, Kitematic, where it is. Yeah, so I have my SQL server running. So if I click on this settings, you can see here host name ports, localhost, Mac SQL server. So this is my Mac SQL server. I don't know whether it will be able to connect to Mac SQL server or not. Let's try this out. Localhost 1433, this is fine. Everything is fine. In general, see, SA password is Mac SQL pass hash 2020. Okay. Anyway, I'm inside a VPN, so that's fine. This is my local host. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll write it like this. User db sa password. Password is Mac SQL pass 2020. So this should be Mac SQL pass 2020. Okay, command S. Oops, sorry. This would be control S. Okay, so I think I need to run migrations in order to get this database created and all that thing. Yeah, here it is, scaffolding readme. So support for setup configuration information. So this one. Okay. What I have to do, let's check it out. What is this? What does this link says? So I'll go here, I'll paste it here and enter. Scaffold identity in ASP.NET Core projects. Startup, add DB contacts, scaffold from Visual Studio. Okay. In the Visual Studio Package Manager console, I have to install this, add migration, and then scaffold. Okay, so I don't need to scaffold this thing, but of course I need to add migration, create identity schema. No, I don't need to add migration. I think migration is already added. Let's see whether the migration is already added or not. First check the dependencies, packages. So if I talk about packages, it's there. Migration should be inside data. So this is data. Yeah. So migration is already added. Okay. So now what I have to do is I have to update database. I have to run the query update database. So I'll go in view and where is tool, other windows, PowerShell windows. Where is PowerShell Windows? Package Manager console. What is this? It is showing. Okay, yeah, Package Manager console. So in Package Manager console, here it is, Package Manager console. Initializing PowerShell host. Okay, so I have to run update slash update dash database. Update dash database. So we'll start it. Let's see if it is not able to connect to. Oh, okay, build 6 here. Okay, entity fine, fine. No migration, database is already updated. Come on, man, how to deploy it then? Okay. I think I need to do this. Before this, what it is saying, create identity schema. So I need to create identity schema and then update it. Should I do it? Okay. Hmm. For now, I don't want this. Okay. I have changed this thing. So this is my Mac SQL server. Let's try out first of all that whether I'm able to even connect this database from here or not. Okay. So what I'll do for now for this is running. What I'll do is I'll open table plus. So I don't use SQL server. Okay. Come on, man. For now I won't do it. Okay, here it is. So create new connection, SQL server, yeah, Microsoft SQL server. Name should be SQL on Mac and host would be this one. Port number would be 1433. So this would be 1433, sorry, 33 1433. User ID sa password, yeah, password was in general. Here it is. Wow, hey Basam, I have no migration, just F5 if SQL server there, then you can start. Okay, sorry Basam, I didn't saw your messages earlier. Okay, so SQL server is on another machine Basam, so probably I don't know how to do that. So this is my SQL server password. Let's test this connection. Okay, if the test, so it's still testing, it's trying to connect. So if this thing doesn't connect, then probably I'll have to give the IP address. Okay, so it is saying that network related or instance specific error. Okay, so SQL Server, I need to give the IP address. So let me find out my IP address, which is here in the network settings. So here it is, network. Come on, open up, dude. Okay. You have it on Docker. Yes, I have it on Docker, Basam, but on Docker also it's on a different this thing. Okay, 192. On Docker also, I'm sorry. Yeah, on Docker also, it's basically on my Mac machine. So I'm developing on my Windows machine. The code is on my Windows machine because I live code on Windows machine because most of the people use Windows machine, and it's on the Docker, like the SQL Server is on Docker on my Mac machine. So if you see here, now let's test the connection. I think connection is okay. Save. Okay, so I think I need to change this one to this IP. So IP is changed. Okay, command save. Sorry, control S. Okay, then give the IP and the password. Okay, I gave the IP and the password. Let's run it now. Let's see what happens. Basam, would you like to join me in this call? There is an interview mode also. So using interview mode, I can connect you. I can give you a link and we can connect. Let me give you a link on the WhatsApp if you want. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me give you a link. Interview mode. Here it is. Interview beta is on. It might be a bit slow, but it should work. Let's see. Okay, I have this interview beta on. Where should I show this interview beta? Come on, man. Copy link. Let me open. Oh, okay. Let's do one thing. Sorry, Basam, I don't have my WhatsApp will not work because right now I'm live coding using that iPhone. So I have put it in the chat window. So you can join this using, let me put on the headphone. So open this link on Chrome. So once you open this link on the Chrome, you will be able to, you just have to give the access, and it's just like Google Meet. You will be able to connect to me. I'll get a call and I'll add you, and then I can install you in this live code. Yeah, I got your call. Hello. Hey Basam. I can't hear you, Basam. I think you are on mute. Okay. See, I have.
Now it's not live. Hi.
Hi, 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 hi. Okay.
So,
Yeah. So, okay. So now, as you can see, everything is running here, and
I cannot see, I don't know, the desktop is empty currently. Yeah, exactly. Now I can see it. Thank you.
yeah, it basically it might have some delay. So, like there might have some 5 or 10 seconds delay in live broadcasting. So that's why you might be seeing that. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying that my SQL server is on another machine. So will that be now, like will the database be created there now when I run this thing?
No, that now it's created. You have changed the IP.
Yeah.
And the IP, but we have we have, I think, three connection strings, one for the store basket, and one
Mm-hmm.
for the store, and one for the identity server.
Okay.
So you have
Okay.
three times in this case.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that. So, but once I connect, okay, let's do that one by one. So, this is, let's close this thing. Let's close this thing. So, this is for identity server, and then in the store, we have, uh,
Application setting, correct?
yeah, app settings, store API. Okay, so this is store API. So, here also, I'll copy these two things.
Because
Okay.
it should be independent, so not one database. Each microservices contains on database.
Okay. Yeah. So will it once I give the connection string, will it create the database automatically?
Yeah, automatically. This is a trick I have did it. I have added to the project. I don't have currently migration. The migration are coming when the final version is coming. I am in developing mode. I am creating a lot of small software pieces. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I have decided to create the database on the fly.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, I don't know whether you heard it or not. Basically, what I have done is I have created another branch for me. Okay, and I'm doing these changes in that branch. And then once
Okay.
these changes work fine, then I'll raise a pull request. And once you approve that pull request, you can merge that in your branch. So,
Okay. I will make. Thank you very much.
so that way what will happen, that you will be doing your own changes at your end, and I'll be doing at all the changes at my end. So this way, like,
Makes
we'll be
sense.
kind
And
of,
yes, it makes sense also.
yeah. So okay, so I did it in store API. The another one was,
Store and baskets have its own database.
okay, so here is basket. In basket also we have this app settings. Okay, so in basket, here it is, user ID password. So I need to change this password. Command V. Okay, and then, mm, okay. Sorry, I have a habit of writing this command and S, like typing command and S to save the window, but usually in Windows it's control and S. So that's why it, when I type command, it opens that Windows. Okay, so I changed this in basket API, I changed this in store API, and I have changed this in identity server. Is there anywhere else where I
Exactly.
have to change the database?
No, that's all. We have three database currently.
Okay, fine. So I start it now. Let's see whether it creates the database or not.
Do you have Management Studio or some tool to check your database connection?
Yeah, I have this tool. Sorry, I have this tool. So this tool will tell me how which all database. See, it says open database. So it will show me the list of
Exactly.
database.
Just connect your ID and port and see the databases. You should see them now.
Okay, let me let me connect it once again. Okay, it's still loading. Hmm. on. Let me see this on Mac itself.
It's VM or
What you're saying? It's slow.
it's virtual machine.
No, it's basically it's a table plus. It's a tool for multiple database management. So I'm using
No, no, I
and
think
the
the database is inside. It's inside the virtual machine, or it's inside the client directly.
it's inside a container.
Ah, okay. It's inside the container.
Okay, so
Okay.
we have the store DB. Uh,
Correct.
we don't have
Store
the
DB
user.
now. The user DB, that basket DB, there is something going wrong with the basket. Ah, I think that the basket DB is not there because it does not have added anything until yet.
Okay,
It will
okay. And what
generate it
about
when you add something.
okay? What about identity server?
No, everything fine. Everything fine.
Okay, so
So you have user DB now and store DB, correct?
yeah, I have no user DB is not there. So it says, see here it says, I think item repository. So here it's failing.
So
Okay, in the
the basket
basket
has a
it's
problem. I think the communication string in the basket, something is wrong there. Or just
oh
press F5. Just press F5.
oh sorry, I stopped it. Okay, let me run
No,
it
because he
again.
is retrying 5 times.
Okay, I have rerun
The
it.
connection was not maybe he's trying again 5 times.
Okay,
And you can check
so
again the basket connection string. Maybe there's something wrong.
okay, let's check the basket connection string. This one is store. This one is basket. So in the basket we have this IP address. This is this initial catalog is basket db, user id saw, password is max equal pass, multiple active result sets is equal to true. I think this is fine. There is no issue with the connection
Everything
string.
fine? Then it should be
Yeah.
work. It should be start. If there
Okay.
is not no semicolon and nothing is missing, then everything okay.
Okay, let me
Refresh the
check.
database.
Okay, let me check here in basket db user id sa and then semicolon password and then semicolon, everything is there. Okay, so let me recheck the
Okay.
database. Cancel, refresh the connection, and let me see the database. No, we only have store. Even the user database is not created.
Okay. Then let that continue. Continue now and add item to the database. Let's see what will happen.
Okay, see this one, see this breaking execution
Yeah.
timeout
Just
spare.
I don't know why he does not have a connection. He must have a connection to the database. He said currently I cannot create the database. The connection is missing.
Okay, and it's break. It's when I click on continue, it closes everything. So the application closes once I click on continue.
Okay, then
Let my
it's not possible to connect to the. So must something on this um, connection string. Maybe you
okay.
can
Let me
copy
okay.
the connection
What
string from
about
the basket.
okay? What about identity server? Why it's not creating the identity server
I
like
think it's the
database?
current version what you have in memory. Check the identity server. Mm, I have two versions of this identity.
Okay. So okay, this is the solution explorer.
it must something wrong on the connection string.
No problem. I'll next time when when this it's giving me timeout error. So I think it's trying to connect to it, and then simultaneously when it's trying to connect to it, it's breaking. There are too many things. So okay, this is
Mhm.
Basket API. Finally, so Basket API is connected, I guess.
Okay, so when you started alone, is this working or okay?
Okay, so this is the identity basket store
Okay,
basket.
okay. Now
So
everything there. Try to log in.
no, now let's cancel this thing. Let me see. See, now we can see. Yeah, we have the store, we have the basket, but we don't have the user database identity server.
Just check it out, please. Which version you have? In the past, I have put it in the memory, and after that, I have used SQL Server. So maybe you have the other one in memory version.
Okay, so what I have to do now? So where I can check that?
Check the identity. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, identity
In
server.
identity server, exactly. Check
Yeah,
the
I'm just
startup.
okay.
The database is correct. Everything and check. Do we have a DB context or in memory DB context? No, we
It's
have SQL Server. We have SQL Server. I can see it here. So
yeah.
it must create a database.
It hasn't created one. Let me try to create a user. It might create the database when I register a user.
I think it's working also on fly on memory. Just log in.
Okay.
There is a default user, two default user, Bob and Alias.
What is that?
This is the default users.
Okay. What is the
Yeah,
default
just
user?
log in. A Bob, B-O-B.
Bob.
Yeah.
And what
Password
is the
same. Password is the same.
okay.
Just log in.
Okay.
So it's working on the fly. This version is on the fly.
Okay. So it's using the in-memory one.
Yeah, this is version is using the SQL Server in memory. It does not store in the database.
So it's using the SQLite, I think then.
No, 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 no. It's use in-memory database. This database is only in memory, which are not stored in the database. In memory, this is used for testing. Actually, many people are using this database for testing.
Okay, but
So I
where
have
is
a new
this
version
database?
that is stored
So
in the
where is this
database.
database? How can I see this database?
So currently does not creating what. Go to please to this connection string.
Okay. This is basically this is connection string of basket API, so it's working. So leave this thing. This is
And
connection
showing
string.
the IP.
This is for
So and
this is the connection string for identity.
yeah, I have two versions. I have an old version which is using in-memory database. You are creating the DB context only in memory, does not store it in the SQL server.
Okay.
And I have a new version now which are storing the user in the server, in the SQL server. So we have two versions. I think this is the old one.
But in the startup.cs, you can see here that it is using the SQL server. So how you
Yeah,
can say that?
I have seen here they use SQL server, but I cannot see the create database command because do we have migration here? I don't see the migration also, migrate database or something like that. In the
I
other
think
service, I have some create on
here
fly
it's
database.
migration is there. See this one?
Yeah, but make a breakpoint and check it out if he will come in here.
Okay.
You can see you can see the provider. This is in memory provider, not SQL Server provider.
Okay, where it is? Where is the provider?
In the startup.
Okay, in the startup here.
And you see down, adding default identity user, application context. I don't see it, but currently for the demo is working. I cannot see the problem currently, but because I just said I have a new version from this thing which I have created the database. So
Okay.
you are using now this default users. You see the last line, add user as test users.
Yeah.
We are
Last
using the
line.
default users.
Okay, yeah. Add test users are there.
Yeah, I think when we call, let's see later if you call registers user, we can see this database on the fly, not in the SQL Server.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. For the timing, yes, I know what the changes we have to do. So I now will start doing the changes. Okay. And so this is the UI project. Yeah, this is the UI project, right? Blazor
Yeah,
UI.
correct.
Okay, so let me go through this one. We have startup and everything. Okay. 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 And we have in the shared, what is this? Login display dot razor, authorize view, add the login display. Okay. Main layout, nav layout, survey prompt. Fine. Pages. Okay, these are all the pages, baskets and all.
Exactly. This is
Perfect.
our two views for basket and for the products. The
Okay.
most important.
Perfect. Perfect. Dapper client. Okay, this is the Dapper client. This is the component models. Okay, login display is the one which is coming up. Where is app.razor? App.razor is here. Okay, navigate assembly. Okay, perfect. Login display in pages. Host.html basket product. Perfect. Okay, okay, fine. I got the idea. And let me see how we can implement the login here. Okay, so let me. Okay, and before so every time whenever I have to run this application, I have to run this command, right? Ty run ty slash min dash yaml.
What is this? This you need it only if you don't have SQL Server and message post. Actually, you don't need it because you have a SQL Server now somewhere else. He will start for you with the infrastructure, SQL Server, and message post, and so on. All this infrastructure what you need it, but currently you don't need anything because you have the SQL Server and other things are working.
Okay, so if I just close this thing, it will work?
Now it will work because you have the SQL Server somewhere else. For other users, they have to keep it on.
Okay, 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 so I have closed this thing. Press any key to close this thing. So I have closed this things also. So let me run it again. Okay, what is coming up?
Maybe we can start in this is first the first login.
Hmm.
This one. You are not logged in. Search for this string.
Okay, so let's do one thing first. Let me here it is. So mm, yeah, inside this I have this VM share, and in downloads I have this. Okay, okay, okay. Now I have moved the files here. So if we go to this one, open a new window, date modify. Yeah, this is the one. See portable apps, paste. Okay. Okay, so these are C Sharp Corner logos. C Sharp
Very
Corner
nice.
logo. Yeah. So these,
Good. Now I join from my computer because from laptop I cannot see very well.
okay.
I will log out, join again. Okay.
Yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy the design. I think I have the design on this thing. I have another project called Expenser. So that is one which I'm using. And in Expenser, what I'm doing is, yeah, here it is, Expenser solution. So in Expenser, what I'm doing is basically I have used the login UI, and that login UI is basically mm, yeah, so this is the Expenser application, and in Expenser web, I'll do that later. So in Expenser web we have this here, not in Expenser web, in the Expenser UI, as we can see here, this is our app.razor, and in the shared we have this login layout. Okay, so if we see this login layout, this is kind of our login layout, and in the pages we have this login page. Okay, so and it shows if the user is not logged in, it will basically move the user to the register page. So right now we have I think even in our current application also, sorry, I by mistake I chose this thing. So even in our current application also, okay, sorry, this would be option tab. Okay, so in our current application also, that is this one, let's close this thing. So and let's close this thing also. So in our current application also, we what we have is we have just put this thing, that is in the authorized view He is just checking that whether the user like in the authorized view, he is checking that whether the user is logged in or not. If it is not logged in, then and login dot redirect href redirect UI is equal to login. So this is the login button, and this is the logout button for form. This is for authorized. Hello, this, and href login colon redirect UI slash login. So where is the login page? Let me see. In shared we have login display. In pages, minimize this thing. Let's run this thing once again. We'll minimize these two here, identity server here. So when I click on register, when I click on login, okay, when I click on register, when I click on login, hmm, Bob, Bob, right. Hello Bob Smith, welcome to your new app. Logout button is there. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's see what's there on index. Okay, on index we have hello this, and logout button is there, and this is okay, and then error. Okay, and in host.chtml we have identity app type of if user is authenticated, then this. First, let's see. Okay, Okay. So if user is not authenticated, it's slash login and then this is slash register. Okay. Hey Basam, you can use the link I have already shared. You can use the same link to join in once again. If you want to join in to the call, you can use the same link. It's there in the chat window. If you want, I can share the link once again. But you can use the same link. This link is valid. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so okay, let me share it once again. No problem. Copy link and paste it here. Yeah. Okay, so as I can see here in host.html you have written, and when we run this thing, okay, I am getting the call from Basam at to left. Basam is in green room, so let me add. Okay, so Basam, you are muted by the way, so you need to unmute yourself to speak.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
hear the sound.
Okay. Okay, so right now I'm going through the code and I'm looking out. Basically, see, Basam, what I'm trying to look into it, like I have this another application. If you see here, we stop here. In this another application, what is there is like when I run this thing, Blazor text. Okay, no, sorry. This is desktop. No, not this one. Stop. Okay. So this basically is an set a startup project. This is a small application which I used to like I earlier I used to live code for this, and in this application also I have used Blazorize UI, and I have kind of used this. So in this application you can see here when this loads up we have the login page here. Okay, so it's loading a bit, it's taking some time to load, but no problem, this is just what happened. Okay, it'll take some time slightly. What issue it's giving, let me check. More tools, developer tools. What is the error? Come on, show me the error. Is it breaking anywhere? No, it should work. Expansor web. Yeah, expansor web is the one. Come on. Why it's showing me error? Anyway, I don't know why it's taking so much time to load. Oh, I think it's not able to find its database. That's the reason. Okay, but I have login implemented in this application. So I'm just thinking that how I implement this login here. So in this I'm just thinking, Basam, do we have an API also for using this thing for this using this identity server?
Um, I just did it exactly like Microsoft template. We have, if you go to the startup of the application of the identity service, I have
Mm-hmm.
the config API.
Okay.
It is IDC.
Identity.
So
Identity.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and here if you go to this exactly where we have the views, go to the views, and then account. I will show you
Okay.
the controller, which should be called, and we have here the log in, log out, and in the quick in the areas above where the data migration. This is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
identity pages,
Mm-hmm.
account again, and this is exactly what is called inside the account and something managed. This is exactly what we see, what we were redirected. I have redirected somewhere in this where the application is started and the startup. It
Okay.
is the template, Microsoft default template. If you go to the config of this identity server in the config
Con.
file
Okay.
down, config. So down where this client is configured,
Mm,
down. Then you see here where is this thing after login. I'm calling this thing. Um, where is this redirected? Redirects URL after logging, log out. This
okay.
to. So I'm calling this script, and it's which is from identity server is called.
Okay. Okay. Redirect URI is this and this. And in the login page here in a host.chtml, you have written this like you are not logged into this application. This is when called when identity is not authenticated. So here what is coming is like when user is click on. So where is this slash login URL is pass set up? So how does this slash login works but this slash register doesn't works? Why is this so? Any idea about this thing?
Yeah, it's go to the controller, jump to this page where you exactly in the UI, Blazor UI. I have two classes there, which are controller, which are doing this work. In the Blazor
Uh,
UI,
in the Blazor UI, hold for a sec. Here it is in the Blazor UI. Okay.
um, we have this two responsible, which are, I have some small, just a minute, in pages. Then
Okay.
share, yeah, somewhere in host authentication, exactly. In host,
Oh, host auth model you are talking about this one.
yeah, host authentication model, exactly.
Okay.
And
So this is
we have two methods on login. Down is redirected down to this link.
okay. Get on login.
Exactly. When you click there in Blazor, he is redirected directly here in this on get login.
Okay. 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 Okay.
This is a little bit magically. I'm not the best Blazor expert, but I have tried to do it like Lego.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is that the way I like we do it in the way we do it in Blazor is basically what we do is we don't use the identity server like UI. Okay, for login and registration, what we do is we create our own UI. So if you create if you see this application, in this application we have our own login page. See this one, expenser UI. Okay, so if you see this, this is the architecture which I follow in like almost all my applications. Okay, so so what happens, I don't know why I'm not able to run this application. I think it's not able to connect to the database, so that's why it's giving error, because in this application I'm using MariaDB as the database. Okay, so let me start my MariaDB. Might be it will work now then. So this is MariaDB
Very nice, very
starting.
nice. So that's why I'm having you now on the project to make this thing better. What I magically did.
No problem. I'll try to help out as much as I can. Don't worry. So today is kind of my getting used to thing. By next week I'll have some things noted down, that okay, we will be doing this and that, and then probably next week or next week, or probably by on this weekend, I'll see when I can come online, and then we can, like, I can change this thing. So the way this thing works is basically, if you see here in the shared mode, we have this login layout. So this login layout is called when the application runs for the first time, and when the user is logged in, then and for login and logout, what we are using is we are calling the APIs of the identity server. Okay, we are not calling the UI of the identity server. So I'll have to see that how we can call the API of the identity server. So this identity server, we might have to, either we might have to create the API, or we might have to expose the API. We have to see the in the controller how this API is being exposed. Okay, so we will be calling the APIs.
I can offer you a version of the API 4 because this is the old version of the free, and this is full compatible with the API web API calls. So you have account, login account, slash register, slash that. I can send you a version from this identity server.
Yeah, so it would be great if you just create the API for this identity server, like if you have the API, because once you create the API for this identity server, we will directly call the API from the Blazor UI. So we don't need to connect to the identity server. We will be using the API of the identity server. The way we use, like in Blazor, the way we use, like usually what I have seen, that most of the people, what they have done is they have integrated their identity server inside, like identity server code inside the Blazor UI code. Okay, so there is two way of doing it. One way is like they integrate this identity server inside this Blazor UI. Okay, so right now what you have done is you have created your identity server project in whole as a separate MVC project. But usually people, what they do is they create this identity server, they just add the identity server NuGet packages in their Blazor UI. They do it that way. Okay, but I think when we are following the microservices architecture, it's better to keep the identity server separate. So that's a good thing. But then in that scenario, when we are going to use the identity server, let's create the API to use the identity server, just like we have the API for our store, like rest of the things we have the API. If we get the API for identity server also, that would be great. That way we'll be very easily able to integrate this Blazor UI there. So we will be, then what will happen, that I will design the pages here. I will design the pages for login, register, and then like rest of the pages, everything will be managed from here.
I will generate a new one. Is full compatible with web API and send it to you or check it in. Okay, I will remove this old one.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So I think then let's close it for today then. Okay. we have finally I was able to set up this identity server and I was able to run this code and like I will wait for your APIs. Okay. And I will upgrade my upgrade my branch once you update the API and check into the master branch. I'll just upgrade my branch. I'll merge my branch with the master branch and I'll run the identity server, and I'll see if the APIs are available, like when the APIs are available. In the meantime, like next time when we sit, I'll implement the UI also. Okay. So let me see if this thing runs now. I have my uh, this thing running. I don't know whether I'm able to connect to this MariaDB or not.
You have
Yeah.
connection string in this thing.
Yeah, see, this is the one. So this is how the login page will appear. This
Okay.
error you have to remove. Like I'll remove this thing. Here we can say, here we can put the C sharp corner logo. This will be your login email ID and password. And here this is the login button. Here we'll put another button for register. So when the user will click on register, here the same register screen will appear like this only. Okay. And from when the you
You have
you
the
are saying
example on GitHub in source code?
for this thing.
Yeah. Just to see,
Yeah.
just for me to figure out what he did exactly, so that I can make my identity server exactly according to these changes. Or you can send it to me later.
No, so you don't need, you just need to create the APIs for the identity server. Rest of
Okay.
the things I'll do. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so in this case, see, in this application, what I am doing is my APIs are here, this expenser API. So if you see here, I have the controller app user SVC controller. It has like user repo, and I'm what I am doing is I'm not using the identity server, but I have the methods for like insert, update, delete, and like login also. So I have all those methods in the repository. So I'll add these methods here, and then from there it will call. So you just expose the API with login, like login API, which just takes user ID and password as the as user ID and password. You can make it as encrypted also. Okay, so you can do that, and you can, if you want, hold for a sec. Let me do one thing. I have one not this one, sorry. See, my god. So this is basically my client's code, so that's why I am not opening the whole application, but in the API I'm just giving you the authentication service controller. So if you see here, this is the kind of authentication service controller which I use usually. So if you see here, it has like login data from body. It's just a post method. Okay, so it's taking the login data. It will take the user ID and password, which will be in the encrypted format, and I will decrypt it at here, and then convert it to hash code, and then check that whether the login is there or not. So even if you just create the API, I will modify the API as per my need. Okay, you just create the API for login and register. You just expose the API, and I will what I'll do is like I'll modify that API as per my need. If I need whatever changes I need, that I'll modify the API.
Okay. Okay. Yes. I'll do it.
Okay, because I haven't worked much with identity server. I have just used the I have used it with the API itself, or most of the times in most of my application, user is like people ask to use their own authentication. Like they ask that we have our own user table, we want to keep it in our database itself. So I put it there only. So I don't use the identity server much.
Okay. No, sure. I will do it. This is an issue few days, tomorrow or after tomorrow, you will get it.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thanks guys for coming up. Let me come to my camera screen. So why it's not changing? Yep. Okay, so I am on my camera screen. Basam is in green room because his camera is not on. So, so, so guys, we are kind of done for today. Probably once I get the API, in the meantime, I'll make some, like I'll make that some templates ready, and what I'll do is I'll implement login and logout in Expenser application, which is my open source application. I'll implement login and logout in that application, and then we can use that code to create the login and logout page. And in my next episode or in my next live coding session, which will be probably on either on this weekend or on next Wednesday, uh, either of the two. So in my next live coding session, what I'll do is, like, I will set up the I will update the UI. Probably I'll implement Blazorize UI in that Blazor UI application of the store, and I'll try to first I'll implement the login and logout pages. So once that is done, then I'll implement the Blazorize UI to customize the look and feel. So Basam, let me show you how one for let me go back to pick and pick, and let me show you how this Blazorize application looks like basically. So if we go here, so this is this is Blazorize docs. So on this Blazorize docs, this is the open source Blazorize UI. So
I will
I
join the
I
project. Just a
and
minute that I don't. Yeah.
so this is the running demo of Blazorize, how Blazorize run on the server. So see this one. So it is pretty much it has all the UI elements, buttons and all those things, and it has the theming capability also. So if you want to change the theme, you can change the theme like this. And
Yeah, I mean, you just have to see it. So if
yeah,
this one is correct,
yeah, so
yeah,
I'll implement this thing on the rest of the pages. We'll try to make it as beautiful as possible.
link is correct.
And yeah, you were saying something, Basam?
Is this link correct? They have it in the GitHub, the project.
Yeah, this Blazorize is perfectly working fine. This is see, this one is like this has 26 active contributors, and it is available on NuGet. So if you want to use on any other application also, you can utilize it.
Okay, very nice. I was looking for something like that.
See this one, if you open the NuGet, see this is the Blazorize. It has 1,42,185 downloads till now. So this is so yeah. So I use this for creating the UI. I'll be implementing this Blazorize UI in this, and probably next time I'll be implementing the login itself. Okay.
Okay, very nice. Looking very good.
Uh,
Looking for the URL for this project
which one?
in GitHub. Yeah, exactly this one. Yeah, Blazorize.
Yeah. This is the one. Yeah.
It's open source or not?
It's open source. It's open source. It's free and open source.
So, so I have just copy paste a link for you in this chat. You see it? Is this one
Yeah,
correct?
this is the one. This is the one. I have seen it. This is the one.
Okay, this is the one. I want just to join it, the project. Thank you. So
Yeah.
I'm started. Thank you very much. People give star here. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I have given the star. So yeah, guys, we'll see you in my next live code live demo. Until then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.